Okay guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Excited for this one. I've been struggling to find a deck that I enjoy lately, and yeah, that's why I was pretty much just losing most weeks playing Red Eyes. But now Gladiator Beast obviously got some good support. I played it at locals and I won locals. So matchups I'll put on the screen just so you can kind of see. But I played against Goblin Boykers. That was 2-0 victory. Yugioh 2-0 victory. Kashtira 2-0 victory. I lost the first 2 rounds dice roll to Goblin and Yugioh and still just pushed through. Still managed to win because obviously this deck is kind of a go second deck. Sometimes it can be hard to push through interruptions if a deck sets up too much. But overall it's a pretty sturdy deck. So then I played the second locals and I finished second in that locals. It was only 3 rounds again, so I'll be branded in round 1. Round 2 I played against Chimera as Amina, won that, and then round 3 I played against White Forest and I took it to the wire. 2-1 loss, but in the game 3 I just needed like another either. I had Keras and Gistel in my hand after like playing through a few interruptions. So if I had like an Atorix in my hand, or if, to be fair, if that Keras was a Fractal instead, then it would have been so much better. But yeah, really happy with how the deck performed. So easy, so fun. It's actually a really fun deck. So yeah, I won locals with it and then came second in 2 different locals back to back, Thursday and Friday. Obviously it's Saturday today, the day that I'm recording, but without further ado guys, let's get into it because you're here for the deck profile. So let's stop my yabbing basically. So this is the new one, Gladiator Beast Gistel. I won't go, like, they all have the pretty much same effect. If this card battles in the end phase, you can shuffle it back and then summon another Gladiator Beast. They all basically have that effect. The extra deck monsters have where you can summon 2 monsters from your deck. So that does come up, like, and I'll explain that when I get to the extra deck. That came up for one of them. But this new one, the reason why it's really good is because you basically reveal it in hand as well as another Gladiator Beast monster, and then you special summon both, which means you can get both effects off. So that's really good. And then obviously this one, when it's special summoned by a Gladiator Beast monster's effect, then you get to add a Gladiator spell trap from your deck to your hand. The fact that it says Gladiator spell trap is really important because it means you can add things like Gladiator's rejection, Gladiator proving ground. You can do things like that rather than if it, like a quest for example says Gladiator Beast card, which means you can't add proving ground, you can't add rejection from the graveyard, you can only add basically monsters and Gladiator Beast comeback. So just bear that in mind, it's really important. Next, the only other Gladiator Beast 3 of is Atorix. So the reason why Atorix is really good is because basically you need to open, basically for the easiest 2-card combo ever, is these 2. So basically then you go Gistel, reveal Atorix, summon them both, and on summon, Atorix sends 4 cost a Gladiator Beast monster to the graveyard, and then it becomes that level. So basically you summon both of these, Atorix sends either Augustus or Vesp to the graveyard, and then this becomes a level 8 or level 7, can't remember what they are, and then this adds comeback, then you can bring one back. Then basically Atorix and whichever one you send, Augustus or Vesp, basically you make those into Tamer Edda summons Dom, and now you've got on your 5th summon a negate, so now you can't get nibbed. So, and then you can just keep comboing from there, and it's really good. So yeah, like I said, on summon this one, so when it's special summoned, then you get to send one to the graveyard, and then it becomes that level. Really important that is like, so basically I think if I'm going second, I do cut one of these out because you want to draw it with Gistel, but if I'm going second, I always side one out. So you could play 2, I definitely wouldn't play 1, you've got to play more than 1. But yeah, I played 3 at this locals, and yeah, it was really good. I didn't brick, and most games I opened Gistel and away to Atorix, or Atorix and away to Gistel. Then for all of the one-offs, I play 1 Darius. Darius is really good because it's a really old card, so it's not once per turn. this one, basically when this one's special summoned, then you can summon one back from the graveyard. And then a quest. A quest is you can add a Gladiator Beast card from your graveyard to your hand. So this one is also really important. Nox is only in here because it has a half decent effect and it's a level 5. That is the only reason, because it's a level 5. The other effect doesn't really ever come up, but there are games where the fact it's level 5, it did come up for me quite a bit. Just double checking, yeah. And then I play one Augustus. Augustus, when it's special summoned from a Gladiator Beast monster's effect, you can special summon one from your hand. That also comes up. So bear that in mind. And then I don't play 2 Augustus because it's a dark. So I play one Vespius. So a Vespius, his effect doesn't matter. It doesn't like it's shit really. It just makes your monsters gain. I'm sure it can come up at some point, but it hasn't for me anyways because Gladiator Beast monsters are already massive. But it's a water and it's a high level. So basically you can play around Bestials and Nibiru if you open Gistel and Atorix, because you go Gistel, reveal Atorix, summon them both, chainlink 1 Gistel, chainlink 2 Atorix. Atorix sends Vesp for cost, add Gladiator Beast comeback with Gistel. Gladiator Beast comeback, summon the Vesp, but they can't Bestial it because it's a water. Then you can go Atorix and Vesp into Tamer Edda. Then you can go Tamer Edda, summon Domitianus. Now you're safe from Nib and Bestials because obviously your Tamer Edda will go to graveyard and people will try to Bestial it. So if they have it, so obviously Dom can negate that. If you got Bestial nibbed, that's pretty rough, but overall it's absolutely fine like that. And obviously bear in mind you have to use your normal when you're doing that. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. I don't play Test Bear. Test Bear is shit. So it's a neg. So you basically have to special summon it. Sometimes the special summon makes me think that I want it, but you can't search it because it's not a Gladiator Beast monster. It's a test monster. So you basically special summon it and then you tribute it and shuffle one back into the deck from your field. So you're basically burning 2 cards from your field to summon 2 cards. And I would just rather play more consistency to see these 6. So yeah, that's it pretty much. For the spells, I played 2 of the new Colosseum. So basically the Colosseum, I don't know why you have to discard to add a Gladiator Beast monster. That's really annoying because card advantage in this deck is really difficult to maintain. Especially if you want to make Herc so that you can have multiple monster and spell trap negates. Not monster, spell trap negates, sorry. But the important effect is if you special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from your deck this turn, in the end phase you can set a Gladiator trap from your deck. So that comes up really good, so that you can set either Chariot or Charge. Charge is obviously the pop and Chariot is the monster negate. So yeah, just 2 of those. When I go second, I do side one out just because you don't really need it. Then 3 Proving Ground, it's just a rover for the Gladiator Beast, so you basically play like 6 copies of Gistel, 6 copies of Atorix, so really good. 1 comeback, you can just keep looping this because it's not once per turn, because it's an old card. Gladiator Beast Rejection, this comes up sometimes because it means that your Gladiator Beast monsters can't be targeted, so you can play around Imperm and stuff like that. But this I think I would cut. I think I'm going to cut this and one of these to play like a little bit, maybe the Kashkira package like I was mentioning before. And then 1 War Chariot. I side the other trap just so that if I think that's going to be better for the matchup, then I'll bring it in. But overall, just putting this is just so much better. It's just more layered interruptions because even if you get dropleted on your monsters, then you have this set, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's it for the Gladiator Beast lineup. Still quite a big lineup. I don't play Andal as well because Andal doesn't do anything for you. You can do it, like maybe I'll play 2 Andal and 3 Raw, so I've got like a banish effect as well, but I'm not too sure yet. So for the Tri-Brigades, I just play 3 Fractal, 1 Kit, 1 Nerval, 1 Keras, and 1 Cat. Basically, this is only, I don't play Tenki because I already play a lot of Gladiator Beasts, and then these get me into my Gladiator Beasts as well. So I don't need to play all the excess stuff and yeah, this is enough, and it can sometimes be really good because you can fractile all the way into Keras, discard 1 to summon that, then you can banish 4, make Charade banish something, and then you can make those into kit, then you can special summon. Do you know what I mean? It just keeps going. Yeah, it just keeps going and going and going. So it's really, really good for helping you go second as well. And then the rest is just like non-engine basically. So the best ones that I found over the couple of days was Book of Eclipse and Droplet. These two were so good. Really good against like Fiendsmith, because you can go Book of Eclipse, they'll negate it with Desiree, then you can Droplet, send the Book of Eclipse, and then then Droplet it, and then everything's booked. So that's really, really good. 2 talents. This is one that I'm considering cutting just because I never see it. Maybe I was thinking about playing something different. These I'm definitely thinking about cutting. So 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. I might keep the Imperm just because obviously there's a lot of Azamina, so I'd rather just Imperm the negate, and then I can Book of Eclipse everything, so like against White Forest and stuff like that. So Imperm might, but Ash, I'm thinking about taking out the 3 Ash and then a couple of other things, and then playing like a small Kashtira package, so maybe like 2 Birth, 2 Unicorn and a Fenrir or something like that, just to do it. And then last one in the main deck is Called by the Grave. I think I'm playing 41 cards. Yeah, sorry about all the rarities. This is like my low rarity deck, essentially. I might upgrade the Gladiator Beast monsters I can if I keep enjoying it, but for now I just wanted to get the deck, see if I like it, and so far so good. But got a winner box on Sunday, so I'll see how that goes. Then so for the main deck, Almirage, I played this on Thursday and it was good because if you draw just kit, then you can still do things. You could maybe play the other one, the Scareclaw Link one. I don't think I have one though. I will double check because I might swap it for that, because I took this out for a second Test Panther on Friday, and then this come up more than the second Test Panther, so that was a little bit annoying, but that's why we're testing and seeing how it goes. I would probably just keep this, or I'll just say it at the end. So SP Little Knight, just really good. Someone Underworld Goddess me and I went into Little Knight to banish it because obviously you have to target it. 1 Test Panther, 1 Gladiator Beast Darius. I'll go through these actually because they're quite important. So Test Panther is actually still really good because when it's link summoned, you can add a Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand. So you only need 1 Gladiator Beast monster and something else as well. So like 1 Tri-Brigade and something else. So you can special Keras, normal summon 1, go into Test Panther. Do you know what I mean? You can do things like that. And then the next one is you can basically target 1 Gladiator Beast monster you control, shuffle it into the deck, and then you can special summon a Gladiator Beast monster with a different name. So that comes up for your normal. I use that normally when I do my normal summon. So you go Gistel and Atorix, that, Entertainment Editor, summon Dom, and then I'll do the Gistel and Entertainment Editor into Test Panther, adds like Darius or something, summon Darius, then this to summon a quest, and then the quest will bring back comeback, and then you can go Entertainment Editor again and stuff like that. So Test Panther is still really, really important. And sometimes I find that people Veiler or Imperm it, so that's why I wanted the second one to go into, so I could at least have the second effect. But yeah, because you can't shuffle this back as Test Panther. Gladiator Beast Darius, so obviously this is another new one. This is essentially just the other things don't matter, like can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, it doesn't really matter. It's just when this card is link summoned, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your hand or graveyard. If your opponent controls a monster, then you can special summon 1 from your deck instead. And then you can only use Gladiator Beast monsters as link material for the rest of that turn, so you wouldn't be able to use Test Panther because it's not a Gladiator Beast. But that's really good because obviously then you can, once you've done this, summon a quest, get comeback back, go into Entertainment Editor and stuff, then you can link a quest and Panther into Darius, and then yeah, you just keep going and get in a quest and then get comeback back, link off the Entertainment Editor again into something else, and then do it, and then bring back Entertainment Editor with a comeback you just added from a quest, so keep going. This is actually really good. This one actually come up for me that I could summon 2, so yeah, that came up because I was able to attack into a defense position monster. Once I had Claudius up as well, like comboed into have enough into the grave to have Claudius and have this. So I had 2 battle phases, then went this, switch out into 2, some 2 big ones, and then just kept attacking. So that's where I'm saying that comes up sometimes, but overall this is just basically to link off these, and it's a Gladiator Beast name, so you can shuffle it back for for Claudius, sorry. Then for the Tri-Brigades, Ferrigit and Charade, these are the only ones that you need for the combo. It doesn't really matter, they're just the only ones you need. You basically like Karas, once you do the Fractal, Karas, banish 4, make Charade, link Charade and Karas off into Ferrigit, and then you add Rescue Cat with Charade, and then Kit will summon it, and then you get to combo into 2 Gistels, and yeah, just keep going. So yeah. 2 Tamer Edda, I think this is 100% I'm going to stay as 2, because people will try to bestial this 100%, and I don't want to be caught napping where they bestial this and then I'm fucked. So yeah, 2 Dom, you make it in the combo, so good, and it's obviously soft ones per turn, so if you have 2 on the field you have 2 monster negates, and then the fact that you can keep choosing what your opponent attacks is just really good. This one I could probably cut down, so Claudius, it did get banished once, so that was kind of shit, but overall I think you could probably get away with just having 1. So I think maybe I'm going to try on Sunday to cut 1 and play the 2nd Test Panther. So I'll have 2 Test Panthers and only 1 Claudius. But this is obviously a new one as well, so you shuffle back 5 Gladiator Beast monsters from your hand, from your field or graveyard, and then when it's summoned, you activate the effect that you can have 2 battle phases. It's one after the other. You have to go like battle phase, attack, battle phase 2, attack. You can't like go battle phase, main phase 2, battle phase, main phase 3. You can't do that. It's battle phase, which is still really good because you can go battle phase, shuffle this out for 2, battle, and then do you know what I mean? It's just dumb. But yeah, and then if your opponent activates an effect on their turn, then a monster effect on their turn, then you basically get to cheat out a Gladiator Beast monster from your extra deck, and then if they activate one on your turn, then you get to summon 1 from your deck. And then last 2 monsters, because obviously I've been talking for a long time. 1 Gladiator Beast, Heraclinos. So this is basically discard. You have to discard a card, and then you get to negate a spell trap and destroy it. So that's really good. That's what I'm saying. You need card advantage in your hand to try and like actually do some decent stuff. And then Gladiator Beast Garzaros. This is in here. Be careful because it does miss timing because it's when this is special summoned. So you need to make sure that there's not going to be any chains starting once you summon this. But this is basically just pop 2. So this is really good to like get rid of back row. So sometimes it's really good to like out floodgates and stuff. Yeah. So that's it for the extra deck. Like I said, the only changes I think I would make is I'll take out Claudius and then put in another Test Panther. I think that's what I'm going to try for tomorrow, basically. There's a locals tomorrow, so I'm going to play that to try and learn the deck more. I'll show you my side deck quickly and say what I think. So obviously Bestiari. I'm just going to take this out because I don't need to side it in for popping back row because I'll just make Garzaros. I'll just go Tamer Edda, make Garzaros, and then link these off. And then I'll just summon another Garzaros anyway. The only thing you lose is like another Domitianus, but you still summon this and pop 2 cards, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm not really this I would take out. I don't need it. 3 Lancia for Malice, 3 Nib for like the random decks and like White Forest and stuff. Harpies, Feather Duster. That was quite good to be fair. I'd probably like take this out and put in like a Storm so that I can have Harpies and Storm. Gladiator Beast Charge, this is the other trap that I was saying, that basically just target face-up cards up to the number of Gladiator Beast monsters you control with different names and destroy them. So most of the time you have about 3 or 4. And then 3 D Barrier and 3 Evenly Matched. I kind of think about maybe changing these Evenly Matched for a different board breaker, but just because I want my battle phase. I want my battle phase because I want to make Claudius and then have 2 battle phases. So it kind of feels silly playing Evenly Matched. So this is going to come out, and that's going to come out, and then I'll think of other things to put in. And obviously these will come out if I do play Kashtira's. But you know I'll be updating you guys if I do that. So yeah, that's basically my first place deck list. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you play to try and like push through a little bit? Because again, like I said, like the normal play of like Gistel and Atorix, summoning those. If they stop the Gistel, implement the Gistel, and then you try to go into Test Panther, and then they stop the Test Panther, you're kind of stuck. You're kind of starting to get to like a bad spot. So that's why I was thinking maybe playing some Kashtiras, just because it will help you push. But then if you play the Kashtiras, you won't be able to play around Nib, because then you're on at least 6 summons. So it just depends. I'll have to have a little think and see what I can do, or put in the comment section down below, guys, what you think I should try to play. But yeah, what extenders to help me push through would you play? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.